Yes, good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I don't know whether you can hear me. My name is Lydia Waruhu Monene, and I'm very much honored to be a presenter of today. And my work here is to just share with you the information that I got a few years ago when I was looking. A friend of mine invited me to a session in the office, and she told me there's a way that we can make a lot of money. And for me, when I listened to the information, I was able to log in for the products of health, because I was expecting my second born, and I had a few challenges in terms of high blood pressure in pregnancy, and I didn't like that experience with my firstborn pregnancy. So when I came in and I learned that my health is my greatest wealth, I decided to take action. And for me, my life changed during that time. I felt better. I was able to do many things I couldn't do in my first pregnancy. I was able to work till the last minute. My first pregnancy, I had to go on early maternity leave. I had to go on an emergency cesarean section. I was swollen all over. So for me, this was a miracle. And I made it a mission that I'm going to make the world a healthier and a happier place by sharing the knowledge that I've been able to receive. So today I'd want us to speak about foundational health, and also how can we prevent ourselves from the predicted second wave of COVID. And if we look at health, our health requires three things for us to be healthy. We need to exercise, we need a good diet, and we need rest. We need to rest 6 to 8 hours every day. And when we rest, we mean to sleep. And even if the cat touches the door, we do not wake up. That is a deep sleep, because our body heals itself when we are sleeping. We also need to do exercise 20 to 30 minutes every day, because exercise is good for the heart. It makes the heart strong. Exercise is also very good for the feel-good hormones. We have positive attitude. It's also very good for anti-cancer, because cancer hates oxygen. And we also need to exercise for general well-being, for weight loss, for strong bones. Then we need to look at diet. Diet is what we eat. Nutrients is what our body requires. And today I'd want us to look at how are we eating. And this is the way our health status should be, is that we need to be very, very vibrant, up to 100%. That is our health status, the way it should be. And we need to be, we get to the tired zone. And then from there, we get to the sick zone. But before we get there, I just want us to look at why do we need to be vibrant? Because that is how God created us to be. God created us to be very vibrant, that sickness was not our portion. Tiredness was not our portion. We needed to be vibrant throughout till the day we die. But how are we nowadays? We find that we get sleepless. We also have more stress. Then just 1 minute. Sorry for that. Then we need to have what we call a good sleep, but we find that we sleep less. So basically what happens is that you find that our health status deteriorates as we age. So you find that as we age, we get diseases like arthritis, diabetes, cancer, heart disease. All these diseases come because of our lifestyle. But God's intention for us was to enjoy life. But that is not what is happening. You find that as we age, we get diseases even like cancer, because of the way we are living. As we age, we find that we get diseases like arthritis, because of the foods that we are eating. And today I want to share how we can be able to reverse these trends that are with us, and so that we make the world a healthier and a happier place. And for us to be that, we need to look at how are we eating versus how we are supposed to eat. And 1 minute. Okay. Apologies, my slide was having a challenge. Now it should be good to go. So we looked at rest. Then we need to look at we said that our stress levels go up, we sleep less, we also exercise less, and our weight goes up. And you find that as we age, these are the conditions that are getting us. That is diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and these conditions are coming with age. But until we die, you find that our vibrancy goes down and we are sick. And the dietary facts are that 95% of us lack foods that have nutrients. 75% of us consume wrong foods. And the reason being that the companies that came in today are refining foods more so that they stay longer in the shelf life. You find that the companies want to make more money. They also want to remove some extra products like the animal feeds in the product, in the foods that they are giving us. At Neolife, we want to reverse the trend of lifestyle diseases because the World Health Organization said that by 2020, chronic diseases will account to 3 out of every 4 deaths of our diseases, of our deaths today. But at Neolife, we want to reverse this trend of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke, chronic respiratory diseases, and obesity. And how are we going to do that? We first want to check on how are we supposed to eat versus how are we eating. We are supposed to do a lot of whole grains, that is whole wheat, rice, and soya. We are supposed to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. As per the colored fruits and vegetables, the reds, the yellows, the greens, the oranges, and all those colors. When we put them in the fruit salad or the fruit bowl, it should be like the colors of the rainbow. We should eat less of proteins, that is less of red meat, because red meat stays longer in the digestive system, and before it is released, it creates havoc. It releases uric acid, which is not very good for us. It releases, it rots in the stomach, and it damages our gut. We need to eat more of white meat, that is fish. Fish, we should eat it 4 times a week. But you find that fish, we do not eat it every week, even once. Sometimes it's difficult. And fats and sugars, we should eat very little. We eat a lot of fats and sugars. We eat white rice, white chapati, white ugali. So you find that this is the way that we have decided to eat. We have inverted the food pyramid. Like this guy is very happy. If you look at him, you think that he's doing well. This is the food that we used to associate with the rich and the famous. And we find that we eat white rice, white chapati, white ugali. We do not eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Even whole grains, we stopped eating. Whole grains is a whole wheat, maize, rice, and soya that has not been stricken off from the nutrients have not been stricken off and given to the cows and the goats. You find that we give it more of the healthy foods than us. Then this is the way we eat versus the way we are supposed to eat. But the question is, what can we do to be able to turn our food pyramid right side up? Now, it all started with a dream by this guy called Jerry Brassfield. Jerry Brassfield is the one who founded Neolife in 1958. he decided that he wants to make the world a healthier and a happier place 62 years ago. Why? Because he used to have challenges of asthma, and his mother gave him a nutritional supplement, and he felt better. Then he made it a mission that is going to touch people's lives. And we are in over 55 countries in the world, and we are a global family. And he partnered with the scientists, that is the scientific advisory board, that make sure that the products are good for us. They'll not harm us. They are organic. They have no chemicals. And it was founded by Dr. Ada Fast. This gentleman also won the Nobel Peace Prize. He came up with the oral chemotherapy of cancer, but he decided that the only best way to treat cancer is to prevent it. And that's why he started these boats, so that they give us the foods that we need, but in a supplement form. And the first thing that we need is that we need 3NN for our cells. We need to have a good foundation of our health. Our cells are hungry, we need to feed them. And what 3NN is made of? It's made up of rice, wheat, and soya. And they have taken the germ and the tester, they've crushed that, and these are organic, they have been organically grown, and they have put them in a capsule form. What is the work of 3NN? We are full of cells, our body is full of cells. Our cells should be soft and permeable, such that whatever we eat gets in and waste gets out. But because we do not eat enough whole grains, those oils, our cell is hard and tired. Whatever we eat hardly gets in and waste hardly gets out. I was in this zone when I got introduced. One of the key things that you notice when your cell is tired is that you take longer to go for a long call. You can eat today and go for a long call after 3 or 4 days, or 2 or 3 days. And we need to pass our long call every day, two times. If we eat 2 times, we pass 2 times. If we eat 3 times, we pass 3 times. But you find that our cells are this tired, you will take longer. We have constipation. I used to suffer from constipation. I even used to have peptic ulcers because of my gut was had a lot of toxins, and the doctors could not find even what is a problem. I took 3NN. Once I took 3NN, I was able to pass my stool very well, and those ulcers was a thing of the past. Now I could eat everything. Initially, there are things I couldn't eat, like sukuma wiki and all that. Then I also used to have low energy after work. I started this business when I was employed. I used to have a chronic fatigue. I used to be the person who gets into the house very tired. I'd hardly get home and do something extra. I just wanted to shower and sleep. But when I took 3NN, it was easy for me to do some of the responsibility I had as a young mom. Also to wake up in the morning, I never felt sluggish. I was very good even in my day-to-day activities. So 3NN is very good, will give you energy, will also help you be able to optimize your cell function. Then for fruits and vegetables, we have the carotenoid complex. This carotenoid complex is able to help us boost our immunity by 37% in just 20 days. What is the beauty about carotenoid complex is that it is also helps our body to produce what we call the T killer cells that will help us not to protect our cells against cancer. It's a very strong antioxidant for our body and also for our skin, especially this time of COVID. It is very, very good to help us, protect us, boost our immunity against even the second wave of the COVID. I can see that people have really relaxed because people are saying there's no COVID, but there's that prediction and we need to be safe than sorry. So carotenoid complex is very good for that. Then we need omega-3 fish oil. It's very good because it's anti-inflammatory. Even at this time, it is able, the mucus that is forming around the lungs, when it comes to COVID, it's able to reduce that mucus. and it's able to get out of our system. It's also very good. Salmon is very good for the heart because it is made from all the 8 classes of omega-3. It has been clinically tested and it is ultra pure. Most of the omegas we find in the shelves of the supermarkets or chemists have only maybe 1 to 3 classes of omega-3, but ours has all the 8. It's also very good for the joints, for those that are aging like me, because our oil, the grease, the synovial fluid, as we age, it disappears because the body is not able to produce fresh one. But omega-3 oils, the joint, is also very good for the brain development, especially for the kids below the age of 12, for the cognitive development, and it's food for the brain. As we age, we know that there is no food that we can give our brain other than salmon, and our brain cells never, at some age, will never give birth to new ones. We need to maintain. So salmon is very good for that. And then we need minerals and vitamins to balance our, to nourish ourselves. And multi has 23 vitamins and minerals, all in one pack. And it has iron, it has potassium, it has zinc, it has vitamin C. We know that vitamin C is very good at this particular time of COVID. Zinc is also very good at this particular time of COVID because they are able to boost our immunity. And then all these come in a pack that we call ProVitality. And you take 1 to 3 packs a day and you feel better. And it helps us to turn our pyramid right side up. What I love about this ProVitality, any condition that you'd want to manage or avoid, that is diabetes, arthritis, cancer, heart disease, is a very good session for keeping us at bay from these conditions, because it's able to balance our food pyramid and give us what we are lacking in our daily diet. And it's a whole day nutrition that will be able to give us what we are lacking in our daily diet. But at this particular time of COVID, what else do we need? We need to boost our immunity. We have a product that we call PhytoDefense. It is made from all the fruits and vegetables in our diet that we are required to have. It is from the carotenoids that protect our cell. It has flavonoids that is able to protect the watery part, and the cruciferous that is able to crucify any sick cell that can be cancerous in our body. This is very good for boosting our immunity, especially at a time like now, and also at a season that we need to prevent our bodies from diseases like cancer and other autoimmune diseases. PhytoDefense is very, very key for us, and it will help us boost our immunity even against COVID. Then zinc, we all have heard about zinc. Zinc is very good. I had one of my distributors, and she could not get the sense of smell, so she called me, and her sister recommended to her zinc. She had garlic, she didn't have zinc, and she started taking garlic, and her sense of smell came back. I think she was exposed to COVID. Then she was able to get on Monday the product I've just shown you and the zinc. And today she's back to work. So we need to also take very high levels of zinc, at least 2 tablets every day. And zinc is also very good for healing the wounds, internal wounds. We can have things like internal wounds in the gut that can give us what we are calling ulcers, and they can be chronic. Zinc is very good for healing. It's also very good for the skin. Zinc is a product that we all need, to be taking. I give even to my boys. We need it for the prostate, for the boys and the men as young as they are, because it helps in preventing the swelling of the prostate. And the children are not forgotten. We have the products that I've just shown you, the children that comes in the VitaGuard and the Vita Squares, for their sweet like, and they're very nice. They are chewable. The Vita Squares has the TRNN, and it has the minerals and vitamins. It's a multivitamin for children. The VitaGuard has the carotenoid and the flavonoids. the work is to boost the immunity. Then the liquivite is the liquid form of the Vita Squares. You find that some children below the age of 2 years cannot be able to chew. I used to crush for my children, but now there is liquivite. Or the very aged people or people who are invalids, they are recovering from sickness or very sick, you can give them liquivite. We also have All C. Currently, it's not in stock. People are really taking vitamin C, but All C is friendly for the children. And this program would be able to boost our children's health, and so that they avoid even getting the attacks of cold and flus. My daughter had asthma when she was very young, at the age of 8 months. And I remember I was in MP-SHA for 2 weeks and I was given an inhaler, and I didn't like that experience. I came and boosted her immunity, and I added a few other products. Today, the girl is asthma-free. We have no cases of asthma anymore, because as the doctors help us diagnose and get treatment, we also take charge of our health and that of our family. Our health is our responsibility. Even as we get the doctors that God has given wisdom, as we need also to take care of our health. Then we have the Nutrishek that is very good for all of us, especially because of building blocks. Is the protein that is the building blocks for our bodies. And we need to produce the antibodies. And because you're not eating the good proteins, our body is not getting that, especially in the gut. So we are able to get that from our Nutrishek, and it's very, very good for giving us that immunity, and also for our children. And then we have other solutions like the heart health. You'll find that we have also the weight management programs, the digestive, you have the sugar levels imbalance programs. We also have the men and women fertility. But because of time, that, but now our customer, your life is going to make sure that the products come to you, and your life in the direct selling industry. So the company does not at the store, at the chemist. We do not get them directly from the manufacturer. But Neolife is in the direct selling or network marketing that removes the middleman, and it comes directly to the consumer, who also doubles up as a distributor if they are looking for a business to build. So for the product, they are going to do the registration, the KRA, Bureau of Standards, they are going to register with the Farm Business Board, and then we are going to get the products directly from Neolife. And then those of us who want to do it, will be able to customers to shop. They'll also get an online. The company was going to. There are 3 people that get into the business, or in us as the distributors and customers. You can come in and partner with Neolife. It's less than 9,000 shillings. You get a ProVitality pack. If you join with the ProVitality, that is 8,820. And then around 7,000 and something, you get the 3NN pack. And you can decide to just come in and use the products. And when you come and use the products as a customer and buy directly from Neolife, you are able to access the products at a discount. And then you can come in and decide to be a seller of the product. When you come and decide to be a seller of the product, you can make some profits. But you also have business builders, people who want to make money. Just like I decided after I came back from maternity leave that I want to do this as a career option. I was employed from 8 to 5. Sometimes I used to work even until 7 o'clock, but my salary was not enough. I discovered that I can earn a few shillings, an extra 10,000 that I was looking for, and be able to change my life in terms of the financial needs that I had. I was already taking care of my health needs for me and my family, and I went a step further to be able to get some extra income so that I'm able to organize myself and take care of the bills. So what benefits do you receive when you become a business builder? Number one is personal growth. I could never talk to two people at the same time. I had never done business successfully. I had tried many things, even exporting curios, but they didn't succeed. But I was able to get confidence, skills, personal development. So that is something that I treasure. And that is something that you pay a lot of money to pay people like Toastmasters. Then you get leadership development. When you develop people and become directors, they become directors. You also get leadership development. Then you get international travel. I've been able to travel to South Africa, to UK. I've been to Winter Golf and Country Club. Next year, we are going to Europe. Every year, there is travel. And what I love about travel is because it opens you up. I always say that my second name is Nyagodi. I love to travel. And you can also retire healthy and active. There's one trend I've discovered that people make money out there, but they are not healthy as they retire. And when they go home and they become empty nesters, the kids are no longer in the house. Yes, they have the money, but they don't have something to wake up to do every day. They are getting a residual income maybe from the rent that they are getting, but they are not active. And a few years later, we bury them. So here we want to reverse that trend. We are calling upon people to come and look at this business as a way to retire, because you'll be empowering other people and you'll be building lasting relationships. And you earn a residual income along the way. So there are many benefits that you get being part of your life. You can work part-time, you can work full-time, you can be your own boss, you can spend more family time. I quit my employment to take care of my young family. Today I'm my own boss. I wake up in the morning and I decide my schedule. And that gives me a lot of joy. You also are able to achieve your goals and dreams. Today I'm looking for many other things. I've been able to achieve some of my goals and I'm looking for more. So I want to welcome you to this company, and you come and we empower ourselves as we empower others in matters of health and wellness, and we make this world a healthier and a happier place. So I'd like to call one person who is a very close friend of mine. I call her my partner. We do many things. I knew her from primary school. We were with her in primary, and I was many years ahead of her, but I found her in the business. She's very instrumental to the things I've learned in the business. And if Mercy, you can unmute yourself, if you can hear me, you can share with us.
Yes, I can hear you.
What the products have done for you and for your family.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me? Good evening, everybody.
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to hear from you. And it's true, we went to the same primary school, and it's wonderful to do business with people you have grown up with. This is the only business where it gets better as the years go by. So we are so excited tonight. I want to share about my experience using the products that we have shared. When I came into Neolife, I didn't believe in supplementation. Actually, I took a while. I just started with the home care products because to me, that's what made sense. I started with the G1 laundry, but it took a while. So the first time I was given TriNN was actually a gift by my upline because of a step I had made. And he said, don't sell this one, Mercy, you need to take and experience the difference. So I used to work. At the same time, I used to go to school in the evening. At the same time, I used to, do other businesses. So it was, I was those people you call busy people. So taking TriNN for me was very, very, it made a whole difference in terms of how I felt. I used to be very tired. And today what I tell people is, you don't need TriNN to take 3 days for you to feel the impact. 1 day is enough. One night, just take 3 tablets, sleep, wake up in the morning, and you wake up a totally different person. So one of the things people ask me is, sometimes they look at my diary and wonder, how does it all happen? How do you manage to do all these things together? And one of the contributing factor is because I take TriNN. And I'm very excited. Since that day to date, I take TriNN. Even in my house, everyone knows it, even the children know it. So TriNN for me is a must-have. Now, we also have carotenoids. Carotenoid is the immunity booster. That one I can tell you for sure. When I cleared my job, because I worked for University of Nairobi for 6 years, so it was time when I resigned. Now I had to close my file and do the clearance. And I remember most people, of course, when you have a free medical cover, you have a hospital within campus, it's very easy to keep checking into the hospital because after all, you are not paying for it. So I remember going to close my file at the clinic, and the lady there was shocked. She said, Mercy, you've worked with us for 6 years and you have never come for an appointment or a checkup. And I told her it's because I've never been sick, you know. So I thank God so much that the products work. I've not had to go to hospital, and I tell people the products work. One of the biggest bills you will ever pay, the biggest expenses you will ever pay that you even finish your money is health bills. You know, one person told me, if you want to be broke, either get into legal suits or get into health challenges. And because we can avoid those, let's do all we can, because when you buy a supplement, it helps. Now, let's do it also for our parents. I've seen that also. A lot of my age mates tell me every month we are sending 10,000, 20,000 for medicine for our parents. And what I told them is I have my parents-in-law, both of them are there. I have my mother, my father is not alive. But what we've also done is to give them supplements every month. So it saves you in future to buy medicine because they rarely also get sick. And when they are healthy, then you have peace of mind and also they have a better quality of life. So I would recommend that next time you're going to visit your parents, don't buy them those things from the supermarket. Buy them a product like ProVitality because it has TNN, carotenoid, and omega-3 together. When it comes to omega, I believe for me, in Kenya, we've seen the evidence of the people who take omega-3 with the O's. At the university, we used to joke how graduation time, you know which department has all the O's and which one has all the W's and R's because there are people who eat a lot of fish and therefore they perform very well. So let's not take an excuse and say that fish smells bad or the other. Let's remember that those benefits are for us and for our children. So for me, the biggest miracle of taking our products was when I got married. I tell people I struggled for 7 years without having a baby. And so we worked with the best doctors we could afford because we were very well up. So we talked to the doctors and they tried. And at one point I told my doctor, enough of your products. We've tried, 3 years have passed, nothing has worked. So let me go my way. And so I went and took our products for fertility. And I didn't even have to finish the 3 months dose. And we conceived and we have our baby. We have Nathan, he's now turning 9 years. And we got the other one immediately after. So those who delayed to see the firstborn found 2 of them. And what I tell people is we don't have to wait and try. These products work. They have worked on our children. And because I also give the children the products, they have also grown up very healthy. Today, when people look at them, they don't believe they are that young. They look quite big for their age. They are the tallest in their classes. And I think it's a good thing because when children grow strong, their immunity is also boosted. So what I can tell our participants who are here, people on this call, please start with the products. Don't, even the distributor, sometimes people you get it in the product. When you're getting in as a member, you get your product. And sometimes people may be quick to sell and not to use. So I recommend that you use the product, feel the difference, see what it does for you. And when we also talk of getting younger for longer, it's because of the products. They are working on our skin, they are working on our body, your vitality, you're strong and healthy, and that makes you feel excited. So when you see in your life people excited and happy, part of it is because we have the feel-good hormones which come from the food we are eating and the supplementation. When you're unwell, when you're sick, when you're tired, you're druggish, you're bored, then for sure your outlook to life doesn't come on well. So what I would encourage us is, let's make a goal this month, buy yourself 1 product and start with that. And every month make a promise to yourself that you will buy yourself a product that will keep you healthy because that's a great investment. And what you're doing is that you're saving yourself the years when you're old and you'll be having challenges with your health. So what I would encourage us is to keep using the products. They work. And because they have a money back guarantee, I think for me, that's also what sold me into being a distributor. Because whenever you give a money back guarantee, it's because you are 100% sure that the product is working. So let's go ahead and use the products and share what you have experienced. I think our stories are what keeps us going. And when people ask you, why don't you look like you get tired? You tell them, this is what I use. Would you want to try? And that's how we get customers. So you don't need to sell because it sells itself. And people, when they ask the question, you're ready to respond. Thank you, Lydia. Back to you. And God bless you.
Awesome. Thank you, Mercy. That is awesome. Yes, I've seen the babies. They are wonderful and very sharp.